say the victor rule. How's everybody doing today? I'm playing with this palette, which of course you'll have seen from the thumbnail, etc. But if you want to see how Adept Cosmetics House of L palette worked, how we got this look, kind of like what colors we used, my couple attempts at gems, you know what? You're in the right place, and you know what to do. You need to just keep on watching. Oh, this is cool. House of L. Like so. Beautifully packaged. Oh, shiny. There we go. Alright, well, I'm going to have to unwrap that first. Hold the line. Part 2. Here it is. All shiny. House of L. Flip it around. And then it says, for this reason above all, their capacity for good, I have sent them you, my only son. Jor-El. Now, let's take a look at the inside. Oh, so pretty. This was the right palette to try Adept Cosmetics with. The shiny. Alright, so since generally I get better lighting when I shoot swatches with my phone, so we're gonna look at these shades here. So the first shade we've got here, this is Jor-El, followed by Laura Vanel, Kal-El, Zor-El, a Laura Zor-El, and then this is Cara Zor-El, Iraq L, Con L, and Mon L. So these are the shades in the House of L palette. Oh, these are so beautiful. I cannot wait to play with it. And again, as always, there's no primer. This is just digging my phalange in and giving it a swipe. The only one I built up a little bit was the green because that one just needed a couple extra swirls. But I think, again, always brush on eyeball is way better. But oh, that third one there, the Kal-El, this one, oh yeah. Alrighty. So let's try a look with this bad boy. Another look in some slightly dimmer lighting. There we go, look at that. Now you can see how it shifts. So freaking awesome. Oh my gosh, what did you think of those swatches? This palette, small, mighty. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm actually glad it doesn't have a mirror in there, because then I can easily show you from any angle the colors. It is so beautiful. It just came in the door about an hour before I had to finish work, so yay. So I have my base on and my primer on because I just wanted to get this on my eyes. I thought I'd get ready to go. Did a little bronzer, a little bit of highlight, a little bit of blush, just a little bit. Some balm on for now so I don't look a total wreck. And then I thought we could play with this. And since I don't think I'm going anywhere today, I was gonna go and do an errand or two, but I might wait till tomorrow because I don't know if you can hear it in the background, but it's been torrentially raining here all day. And I don't know if I want to go out in that. I think I'd rather play with makeup. So let's do this thing. So as you can tell, there is a 6 shimmery, duochrome, multi-chrome type goodness, and then along the bottom are 3 matte shades. There is a peachy, corally orange, a beautiful green, and then a darker orange here. And then the shimmers seem to go like when you just look at it in the pan, a minty green, but then depending on how you shift it, looks like I can see a little bit of purple. And then this one is a real green in the pan. This beautiful red, oh my god, like, oh my god. And then this one too seems to shift from a red to an orange to a bronze. We've got this orange shimmer here. And then this one is like a pinky fiery shade. So I don't know what I want to do. I think I just want to try and slam on as many as possible. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to do one eye a very red, one eye very green, try not to look like Christmas. And yeah, and then maybe alternating on the bottom end. I don't know, but I think we should try. And then I'm going to be playing with a mix of brushes, but I'm mostly going to play with my new Sugar Drizzle ones. They are just so soft. I love them. And I thought, oh, I can continue to play because I've only had one chance to play with it. And then I've got a few other smaller brushes here. Actually, all relatively new. I also have some from my Eco Tools that I may want to play with here. So anyways, let's start with that. So I'm going to start with a fluffy brush here, and then I'm going to go into a matte shade. So let's start with the darkest orange there, and then if I need to, I can use that lighter one for blending out. So I'm going to go into that one, and this one is the Mon L, and so that picks up nice. So this is my very first Adept Cosmetics palette. I've wanted the Plain Jane palette, and I'd seen some other ones that I like, but at the time, shipping was nuts to Canada. Absolutely nuts. But when they released this, which is House of L, so Superman, they're a fan of the original OG OG for us if you're Gen X Superman, which is Christopher Reeve in the 1970s. It was one of the first movies I'd ever seen in the theater. It had at the time the longest intro to any movie. I don't know if it still has that, but you never know. I should Google that. And yeah, so I love Christopher Reeve. For me, he's forever Superman. If somebody ever redoes Somewhere in Time, I'm coming for them. Love Christopher Reeve. So anyways, I was very excited. So I'm gonna be like, heck or high water, no matter how much the shipping is, I'm gonna get this palette. This is gonna be the first one I'm gonna try from Adept. Don't care, want this. And then they managed to get some good shipping deals. So they've actually were able to get lower shipping, and it only ended up costing me a little over $10 to get this to me. So I was very excited because usually shipping to Canada can be ridiculous. So let's go with our orange. And again, because I'm using a fluffy brush, this will definitely go on more diffused. Just want to make sure I don't have anything on this brush, do I? It's looking a little muddy there, so I'm wondering if this brush still has something on it. So let's try again. If it is still looking muddy, I may need to put and then the lighting is a little weird as well because it is really dark here as well. Actually, I had windows open and I still needed to use my desk lamp because, maybe one more tap. I may have had something on this brush here. Yeah, because if I move it over a little bit more, it's a little bit nicer. So I must have had a little bit of something on that brush. Well, it's made the edge a little darker. All right, so we're going to use this as base color and then as for blending out. So we're going to nicely blend this into my crease. I'm going to go a little bit higher than I normally do because I really want to show these colors. Yeah, there we go. Whatever little bit I got there, I managed to blend it away. This is really pretty. So this is a nice matte shade. Blends really nice. Like again, this is my first foray into Adept. And I know they're known for their shimmers and multi-chromes. I don't know how much they're known for their mattes because all I really ever hear people talk about is the shimmery shades. So, but at the moment, I'm really digging this orange. I think it's looking really nice. It's giving Yeah, so it's blending, giving me the shape that I want. Not, I guess I would just want to use this palette. So had there been maybe a black in the palette, I might have winged up, but there isn't. So I'm going to keep this a rounded look for this eye, I think. So there we go. So we've done that, and then I've still got that little, I just really want this to be the base color underneath, because I think what I want to do is use this darker, this ready. Again, it depends on how you look at it. It looks pink and then it looks red. It's amazing. It's so shifty. It's amazing. And then maybe this orangey one, and then maybe this one that shifts to like a bronze, a gold, a red, maybe in the inner corner. Or I might swap these two out. I haven't quite. Maybe. Yeah, maybe I'm going to do. Actually, I'm going to totally change my mind. We're going to go into Zorel. We're going to do this one first for the shimmers. I think that's what I'm going to do, and then do Kal-El in the middle, and then this is the one with a really big name, Allura L. Anyways, I'll put the names in the corner as well, and maybe put that one into the inner. Let's see how this plays out. So I'm going to go and grab all right, and just make sure it's clean. Yep, no repeat. So I'm going to use this little brush here, and then we're going to see how the shimmers went on with the finger really well when I did the swatches. I just want to see how it goes on the eyeball with a brush. So again, we said we were going to use both Zorel. Yeah, there we go. I'm mixing up all my L's. All right. Okay, so I see a teeny bit on here, but let's see. I want to try it without any spray, without anything, and then let's see what happens if I stick it on the outer half here. Okay, so I'm getting a teeny bit of sparkle, but not much else. So let's go and spray. So I'm just going to use my e.l.f. Setting spray. It's the coconut one. This is what I've been using to do set my shimmers. Some of these are softer than other ones. So this is a little bit on the soft side. Just get a little bit of spray. Sometimes these shimmers need a little bit of help. That's just the nature of soft, flaky shadows, I think. Okay, so that definitely get a little bit more payoff with the brush. Let me look at my other mirror here. Yeah, definitely a lighter, nice and shimmery, but you do definitely get more payoff than with the brush. Now let's do my favorite trick. So we're going to go in with our finger, and then we're going to do that and see what we get. Like, look at that. It's got such amazing shifts to it. So it does seem to have some green, some red. It's very cool. So let's do that on the outer edge. And there we go. Oh, there is the bling and a half. Oh my goodness, this is insanity. All right, I am 2 shades in, and I'm understanding the fascination with Adept Cosmetics. I'm gonna say I'm lucky that I'm in a hell no buy right now, or I would be. Had the plain Jane been in stock when I bought this, like it was in stock, and then all of a sudden the time this was released, it wasn't. I was planning to add it in, and now I'm like, damn. But we're in June, so my no buy, low buy has turned into a no buy because I saw my bank account the other day, and yeah, we were very bad in May. All right, so that was that one. So now I want to go in with Kal-El. So that is this one there. And we're just going to go straight on in with finger, I think, and then see. This one is super, super soft. So I would very recommend, because when I went to swatch, I kind of went like, and I was like, oh my gosh, I thought I was going to grab a whole chunk of it. So this is, I think, the softest one in the palette. It's got like a very creamy texture to it. So you'll just want to gently press in there, like a creamy, putty kind of texture. Then I'm going to do that one next. Go. So that one's there. Can I see a difference? Yes, I can. When I close my eyes and shift around. So at first I was like, wow, these are mighty similar on the eye. But again, depending on how I move my eye around, I definitely do see the difference between the two shimmers. Duochromes. If I remember, I'll look them up and see, write down which is which. That is very, very pretty. So I like that. And then we wanted to go in to this one that looks super orangey in the pan. Hold on, Allura Zorel. Yeah, so that one there. So I'm gonna, yeah, there we go. Yeah, and then this one is, it's soft. Oh, looks so pretty. Soft, but this one has almost more of a powdery feel, where this one is definitely more of a putty type texture. And then let's see if we can get in with the inner corner without making a mess. This one we may need a brush. Yeah, if I was smart, I would have brought, I can't remember where I've put them, my little foamy bits. So I'm just gonna go and take this brush here. It's pretty dense. It's one of my eco tools. And then again, I'm gonna go into there and I'm gonna spray it because I just want to really be able to kind of get into the inner third of my eye there. And this one comes up really nicely on the brush. Here we go. That's really, really pretty. So again, it's one where in person, I think I see, I mean, I'll probably check in editing. Because right now, looking at my monitor, I can't see much of a gradation, but there is in the shades there. So let's do a little bit more orange there. Yeah, that's super nice. All right, so now let's get on to the other eye. To the side, we are going to be playing with the more green shades. So again, I'm going to take one of these fluffy brushes from Sugar Drizzle, and then we are going to go into the green shade here. And then, actually, once I ordered this, I went and I rewatched the original Superman, and then I have on my watch list to watch, because I think it's 2 and 3 as well. All right, so let's stick that on the outer corner and then blend it in. I have a really pretty orange liner from Lethal, so I might stick it in this eye and see how that looks. Yeah, their matte formula is really good as well. And because, you know, I shouldn't have, you know, normally when testing out something you've not used before, doing your base first is not usually a wise option, but I think we're okay here. I'm not seeing any fallout. Going to the plant-based expo tomorrow in Vancouver, so I may probably will do a look with this palette, and then I'll throw some pictures on my Instagram. Okay, so this is our first play, and we're basically throwing all the colors we could possibly can onto our eyeballs. All right, so then we've got the green one there, and now I'm gonna go into, I'll just put the name on there again. The lighting and the shimmer is making it hard to read, but I'm going to go with this shade here, and I'm going to do that on the outer edge. And since we're doing the outer edge, I'm just going to go straight on with my finger. So it's also nice and soft, but more silky, not as putty as that red one. And whoops. Green is the best thing in the world. Yeah, that looks really, really pretty. And then let's go into that one there, and then we're gonna do that one up front. And this one has a more of a minty feel to it. Stick that right up front. One thing I really love about shimmers is how they just nicely blend in together. Like, less trauma than with mattes. Yeah, that's nice. Okay, so my camera is going to shut off, so we're just going to go shut it on and off. Okay, there we are. We are back again. And what are we thinking? Oh, this is so pretty. I'm loving, 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 loving. So let's see. So we've used 2 of the mattes. We've used the 3 reds. Now we've used the 2 greens. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, a pinky shade that's giving like a pink red, and I'm going to stick this in that inner corner and see how that goes. I'm just going to go take our little brush from Eco Tools. I'm going to pop that in there. And this one also, I think, is a little bit more putty-like. So I'm going to use a bit of a spray. Wow, that's really pretty. I like it. This is definitely, again, another one that would make also a good companion palette with any of your other mattes palettes. If you want, more different greens or more different types of oranges or maybe some yellow. That looks really nice. And I'm going to add some more of that orange one into the other eye. All right. So, bottom lash line, I'm going to, I'm just going to go with the green one under the green eye. I was going to do them different, but I think I want to stick with the color. So I'm going to put a little green under here. And then for the other eye, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this other shade, and then this way we'll have used every shade in the palette. And there we go. So we're going to go, because I seem to have grabbed a lot there. So let's go. That's a pretty shade. I think that one would definitely be also a nice blending out shade. And on the eye, it definitely has a more, leans almost more towards orangey than it does the kind of more coral that seems in the pan. So that's a lot of fun. All right, so I'm gonna go and grab those two eyeliners I talked about, and we're gonna stick that into the waterline. So in the green, I'm going to use my favorite one here, Signal from Lethal, and it's a green shade, so that will go into the eye. That's colored green. Where's my little, I use this green so much. And there we go. And then for the other eye, I have, key to these is making sure that you seal them really well so they don't get dry. Nothing worse than a dry eyeliner. All right, and then I've got this beautiful orange one, and this is called Amplitude. Make sure I got all the green off on this brush. And then I'm gonna do that on this eye here. And there we go. So I'm just gonna go put on some mascara. I'm gonna contemplate an eyeliner and then some lips, do my hair, and then we can discuss. All right, so here we are. Here's the final look. I just put on a greenish tinged lip gloss, added a couple gems because I got my first ever gem set in, and I just wanted to quickly just snap on a couple to see how it works. And yes, the story that I heard that using a wax tip helps, because I had bought some pre-stick ones before and it was such a hassle, so I wasn't sure if I would have any fun with gems. But I was told about this from Miss Teresa Mulhern, that this was the best way to go to get ones that use lash glue or glitter glue, and then using a wax tip to pick them up. And yeah, so I just put a couple just to test it out to go with our shiny look. But anyways, that's it. That is our first play with the House of Elle palette. I really like it. It looks definitely way, I say it was better in person, but again, right now I'm just looking at my monitor, so I don't know. But oh yeah, and then I went and I did a wing, then I added a little bit of that same liner, and then I put some shimmer on top on that side, and on this side I put on a black liner and then lined it with the green. So I was fine with rounded looks. I like a wing, and then if I have a winged out look with shadow, then I don't usually really need a black or an eyeliner type wing. But anyways, that's it. I really love this palette. This is so good. I mean, for first play, 10 out of 10. I mean, it's a 9-pan palette. You're not going to get everything I think that you want in a 9-pan palette, but I think for sparkle, just presentation, quote on the back, just the quality of the shimmers, they blend really well. Like, I'm not seeing any, at least at the minute, like nothing is bunching up or crinkling or getting weird, and for me that makes a good shimmer. I don't have to run around and flatten it out throughout the day, but I do love this color story. Yeah, I'm really happy that I got this one, and I'm glad that this was the first palette that I tried, because again, the subject matter is amazing, the quality is really good, and I had a fun time with this. So anyways, that's it for me. If you'd like to give us a like, comment, and subscribe, that'd be greatly appreciated. Or if you want to know when I upload, hit a notification bell, and if not, that's okay. We can still be friends. We can still play with Superman palettes and try on some gems. Alrighty, so behave, make good choices, and we will talk to you soon. Okay, bye-bye.